Hey everyone, and welcome back to Improve Your English with Evelyn. I'm Evelyn, your favorite English teacher. So many people from different parts of the world immigrate to English-speaking countries, namely Canada, the United States, the UK, and Australia, each year through various immigration programs. Many of them want to pursue their education or their career in a new country. One of the most important and preliminary requirements for being able to immigrate to an English-speaking country is to be able to express or prove that your English is at a certain level so that you can interact and talk with people and hold a conversation. IELTS is a very popular language proficiency test that is used to assess applicants' level of English. So in this video, I'm going to give you a brief introduction to what IELTS is, how long it is, what band scores it has, and so on and so forth. So if you want to know more about IELTS, keep watching this video. The test is designed to assess 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. However, the complexity of the questions may vary depending on the module that you choose to take. You can score between band scores of 1 to 9 for each skill, 1 being the lowest score and then 9 being the highest score. Your overall score is calculated by summing up all the skills and dividing by 4. So there are 2 modules. The first one is called General Training and the second is Academic. General Training is for those applicants who are planning to apply for a work visa or an immigrant visa. However, the academic module is for those who want to pursue higher education at the undergraduate or graduate levels. The listening and speaking parts for both tests are the same, but the reading and writing are different for the 2 modules. So, the test takes nearly 3 hours, and you will have to do the test the 3 components that I'm going to talk about now in one sitting. The test starts with listening and then reading and finally writing. You can take the speaking test on the same day or the day before or after the other 3 components. So mentioned earlier, the first part of the test is listening. There's going to be 40 questions in 4 sections, and each section has 10 questions. You have 30 minutes to listen and answer the questions, and then you're going to be given 10 minutes to review your answers and then transfer them to the answer sheet before the reading test begins. The first and second sections of the listening test are about everyday life, whereas the third and fourth sections are normally in an educational setting. The first and third sections are dialogues, whereas the second and fourth are monologues. The questions are in different formats, ranging from multiple choice questions to matching questions to short answer questions and also true or false questions. The reading test itself takes about 60 minutes and you're going to answer 40 questions. As I explained earlier, the reading test is different for academic and general training modules. So how are they different? Well, in academic reading tests, most of the passages have been extracted from scientific journals and articles, but the passages in general training reading tests are selected from magazines, notices, manuals, leaflets, flyers, ads, and they're normally easier to read. So you can expect a range of different types of questions such as multiple choice, fill in the blank, matching, heading, true, false, not given, sentence completion, and so on. The third and final part of the writing IELTS test is the writing test. So just like reading, the topics are different in general and academic tests. You are given 2 topics in both tests and you'll have 1 hour to write 2 essays. The first task in the general writing test is letter writing. So you're going to either write a formal or an informal letter, and it should be approximately 150 words. Task 1 for the academic writing test, however, is usually a diagram, a graph, or a chart, and you're going to be asked to describe it in about 150 words. So even though task 2 in general and academic tests are different, they are very similar actually in format. You will have to write a 250-word essay on a topic, and the types of essays are generally agree, disagree, advantage, disadvantage, problem solution, cause effect, or two-sided argument essays. Speaking tests normally take up to 15 minutes, where you have a one-on-one interview with an examiner. There are 3 parts to the speaking test. In the first part, the examiner asks you several personal questions, so it could be about work, family, study, and interests. And then in the second part, the examiner gives you a topic and a piece of paper to make notes. You have 1 minute to think about the topic, and once the time is up, you'll be given 2 minutes to talk about that topic and answer all of the follow-up questions that they give you. In part 3 of the speaking test, the examiner is then going to ask you some more social topics and asks you to give your opinion on one of those topics. You might be asked to make predictions, you might be asked to make comparisons, or evaluate different hypothetical situations. So there you have it. We've gone over in quite a bit of detail what IELTS is and what will be involved on test-taking day. I wish you all the best of luck with studying, and as usual, if you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you next time.